Virgo, to your mid-month reading for September. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on within the mid-month for you. Okay. Best message, please, for the beautiful Leo Virgo. Having a little self-doubt about a situation that's going on could even be, driving you into a place of like kind of low energy. It's really what it feels like. A little low energy right now. With the Knight of Pentacles coming out, it's talking about, there's a lot of productivity going on and a lot of routine. So you might even be switching up your routine a little bit, trying to refocus, trying to get yourself balanced over here. It could, be just taking on a lot of responsibilities. And it does look like, I'm looking for the long-term results over here. I'm kind of learning something over here as you're building something. You could be building, like I said, a new routine, or maybe even a project itself, however it is. But it does feel like, however, you're trying to conserve a little more energy as you feel like you're in low energy. Because the Knight of Pentacles is saying, I'm in conservation mode. And it just feels like it's energy. Conserving more energy because of the low energy. Really pushing hard right now at the mid-month for whatever it is that you're trying to complete. Wanting this completed at this time. Wanting this accomplished. But it just feels like, whatever is going on, you're kind of self-doubting the situation. Of maybe it needs a time period, right? Can I get it done within this time period? Let's see, why is the Knight of Pentacles here? It feels like you're doing all the work, but just like you're putting on a lot of extra responsibilities. You have two cards of responsibilities coming out, so definitely moving fast and furious over here as much as you can. Having a lot of options, searching for this purpose. But it just feels like, however it is, it's kind of got you in a daydreamy kind of mode over here, or wishful thinking. I think the wishful thinking is also, can I complete this and have this done on time? Can I get this completed, period? Right? Maybe you're trying to, make a birthday party. It could be something just as little as that, and I need to get all these things together before this can happen. Right, so however it is, it's trying to find, it just feels like for some of you, it's finding more time as well. The Knight of Pentacles, you have the, kind of feeling like you're going against the grain, and you might even feel like you're being a little foolish about the time that you're putting certain things together, depending on what your situation is. So that could be where the self-doubt is coming from too. Like, man, I was kind of foolish to think that I could actually get this done in this time frame. Maybe I should have given myself more time to try to get this done. Kind of learning from the mistakes in some ways within your mind. But definitely wanting to give yourself a little more self-care as well, guys, because it does feel like you're a little drained. Somebody might even be kind of acting foolish around you. They may be kind of smothering you at this time when you're kind of like, I don't have time for smothering. I don't have time for that. Either that, or you could even just feel like, you know what, I have to do this paperwork and do all this stuff, and you're being smothered in work. You know what I mean? It's almost like they keep throwing papers at you that could smother you. Your desk is being smothered. You're being smothered. So it definitely feels like there is some kind of frustration. Could even lead to a miscommunication with some people, so be careful of that. But it was a good thing that Mercury retrograde is over. So, the miscommunication could be on a more normal level than way out there, right? Like, wow, I didn't even say anything like that. But definitely feeling like you need to pause and kind of surrender yourself for a minute. Release, just chill, right? Just chill for a second with the Hangman. It's kind of like, I just need time out. Can I have time out for a minute so I can think? And that's really what mid-month is like. You just take time out, think, relax, right? That way you can get your truth together, get more clarity about the situation. And I think that that's a very good thing to do if you haven't already done so. Some of you might feel like you're already in this hangman position. You're like, I already did. I have to get a new perspective. I have to, you know, um, sit over here so I can reconnect with my own thoughts about what is going on within this situation. Um, yeah, and it definitely is going to be more fair to you as you're moving over here. Yeah, you could be repressing a lot of emotions too, because as you are feeling this kind of self doubt, and having a little bit of raw emotions, it could kind of, bring in confusion. Um, yeah, so you might want to release a little bit of that confusion for sure. Carrying such a heavy load. Definitely a heavy load over here that you're carrying, whether it's in the love situation, the work situation, just a project, or whatever it is that you're trying to do. Like I said, maybe you're just, putting together a birthday party, or, a wedding or something, you know what I mean? Helping out, doing something, but whatever you're doing, it's definitely a lot, a lot, a lot. And you might even feel like, there's two cards of illusion over here. You might even feel like you kind of disillusioned yourself by giving yourself such a small window of opportunity, to have something done. That could also be frustrating. You could tell somebody, yes, but I will have this done by the 21st of the month. And now you're like, oh, so overwhelmed. It's not coming together the way you want it. So now you need to feel like you're going to take new approaches to this situation. I'm definitely feeling like you need to find your footing. And free yourself, right? With the devil, with the devil over here, it was almost like you put restrictions on your time limit, where you might be thinking now, oh, I didn't give myself enough time, and I put too many restrictions on this situation. Um, this will help you feel lighter by giving yourself kind of a makeover in perspective of what's going on within the situation, or finding new ways to do this. I mean, if you know it has to be done by that time period, right, then you're definitely going to find your footing and get it done, but definitely going to have to kind of backtrack a little bit to figure out how we're going to get this done faster, um, and on time. Conversation is going to also be key, I can only imagine. So the overall outcome over here is finding your emotional balance to the situation. You know, being a little more empathetic towards your situation, as well as you're kind of freeing yourself from anything that's kind of holding you back, or self-doubt. You don't want to have that self-doubt. You're going to pump yourself up with the Queen of Wands saying, but I am this beautiful Leo, and I can do this, taking on that beautiful Leo energy. Right? So it's almost like that Virgo piece in you really wanted to ground things, right? And it kind of was just kind of exploded the wrong way. And now but it's okay though, because you're going to find the determination, the focus that you need to get back to where it is that you're enjoying yourself as well. Let's not forget about that, right? Let's bring back the joy. We get too overwhelmed in situations and you're not even enjoying yourself anymore, right? It's like now it's just like, I'm just doing this and I'm not having fun. So at least the Queen of Wands can bring that joy and that zest of life back, because it's like, well, as soon as you get that aha, right, then you can literally feel like you're winning with reward. You're actually going to complete this. So therefore, the energy around you is going to boom, right? So you will definitely feel like you're going to be back in the spotlight no matter what, right? Queen of Wands is always in the spotlight. So therefore, you're going to feel like as soon as you get all of this together and you get kind of out of this place of bleh, right? I'm not feeling good. I'm not liking this. You're going to feel like eyes are on you. What are you doing now, right? And you're definitely going to feel like this is it. I got this. I'm taking the high road and I've got this now. And everybody's going to be like, let's go. And yeah, you're going to realize that everything is going back the way you want it to be, right? It's like backtracking. Backtracking. But you're going to be looking kind of back into the past over here of where this kind of like How was I supposed to get this victory? How am I going to get this victory? I said I was going to do it this way. You know what? We'll do it this way. And then another beautiful Leo card coming out with the victory. Right, and just being very diligent about the situation. I love that. So you're definitely going to be putting a different focus on, wow, after you get some introspective, guys, just kind of, and this is kind of like where you're going as you're in hangman mode, right? Because you're just kind of looking at everything, leave me alone, let me get this done, I'll figure this out, right? Very determined. Beautiful Leo, Virgo energy now coming back. This is what I want to see. This is who Leo, Virgo is. The determined, the focused, the grounded, the knowing where they're going, Now you're going to feel like you're completely in your own energy, strong and, stable. That's it right there. I'm strong and stable, right? Oh my gosh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Where you felt like you were disconnected, you're going to literally be looking at that Ace of Cups going, nope, this is going to be my final move. I've got this. Checkmate. You're going to checkmate. Whoa, I love it. Standing your ground. Another beautiful Leo. Bringing in a lot of Leo energy over here, right? You're just going to really get forceful over here and maintain this control. Got a lot of earth and a lot of, right? Here's your Virgo here and your Leo here. And it's just like, this is where I'm going to get focused, grounded, and really take this control with strength. Love it. And I'm going to protect all of this. I'm going to be in a total defense mode, right? Because I'm challenging myself because I know that I can do this. This is going to actually bring up that excitement, though, for you as well, because it's going to give you a different kind of challenge. And Leo Virgo loves a challenge, right? But this one was a little over challenging. But now you're going to put yourself into a different aspect of what the challenge is, challenging yourself to a different area where you're saying, okay, I got this one now, right? Oh my gosh, so now you can see the progress coming in. Wow, the Three of Wands with the Two of Wands, with the Ace of Cups, with the Knight. You're saying, I'm offering this to myself and I know where I'm going now. Nothing's going to stop me now because now I'm following my heart. I'm following my intuition. I know exactly where this is going to be and I'm going to propose this to, you're proposing this to yourself. And then you might even be proposing this new idea out to the boss or someone else saying, you know what, but we're going to have to do it this way if it's going to have to be done. Because maybe I've overcompensated on time or, something of the nature. Or you're just taking a whole new approach and then going to tell them, I've got this and I will have that on time, right? So no matter how it's going to be, depending on what you're doing, right? But it's almost like the final negotiations within yourself that you can then push out to others if others are involved, which you could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, or a beautiful Scorpio or a Capricorn. Okay, so yeah, and there's your energy flying in. There you go. You're saying, I'm going to take a different type of action. Now, it's going to be a little impulsive, but it's also because you might feel like maybe I've lost a little time, right? So it's okay there. But you're finding that this is the directions that I can have, and I'm looking at many directions. So, wow, this is going to really get you going and get you unified where it is you need to be. And that's really going to connect you to where it is that you need within this project. Wow. And this is really going to balance out the time that you really needed, that you felt like you were kind of losing over here. Wow, guys. And you will complete this goal because you already have the beautiful Six of Wands, the card of victory. So you are on the road to victory. You could even be promoting yourself for your work with the Knight of Cups, right? Maybe you need this for a promotion at work, right? Bringing in beautiful opportunities. Give us the overall card. Thank you. Overall card is taking swift action. As soon as you figure out what it is you're going to do and how you're going to re-establish this, you will definitely be moving into a beautiful, right, new area with the Empress over here saying, I have the abundance, I have the talents, and I'm going to redo everything and kind of rebirth this with the Queen of Wands. And that just, it doesn't surprise me. That Queen of Wands, it just keeps coming up, right, as you are growing within the situation, taking on this new created idea, this new way of doing things with joy and with zest, because now you're going to say, ha! And once you get that too, it is, guys, you're going to feel like, I win. right? I figured it out now. I don't have any more self-doubt. I've got this. It's going to raise that vibration, right? A very exciting time for you in this area, because I can tell, it's just been one of those things where it's like, God, I'm just overworking myself and I'm dying. And now you can have where your strength is upside down. You feel strong again and you feel exactly where you need to be. Wow. With the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So very beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, guys, till next time. Peace and love. Bye-bye.